Hi, welcome back and thanks for joining me for Get Piano Lesson 6. Today we're going to jump right back into where we left off and continue sight reading with our left hand. Now I hope you've had a chance to get a little creative and make up your own finger patterns since our last lesson together. You'll see that when it comes to playing the piano, it's always a good idea to make sure your left hand is getting as much practice as your right. Now the reason I say that is because in piano music, it's often our right hand that takes the lead and performs the bulk of the work in many piano compositions. And that can leave your left hand, unfortunately, with less practice than your right. But we're not going to allow that to happen during this lesson. We've got some great exercises ahead, and we're going to play them both forward and backwards using our left hand. So for our next two assignments, let's get our left hand back in our first position, C position again, with our left little finger resting on the C note. Now let's take a look at the next 15 numbers we're going to play. Remember, each of these numbers represent a finger of our left hand. And as long as we stay in this C position, we don't even have to pay any attention to our fingers as we play each of these notes. So with our wrist in an upright position and our fingers curved, let's place our full attention on this group of 15 numbers and begin to play them at a slow and even pace. 5, 3, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1, 5. Now remember, our main concentration is on keeping our hands steady while pressing only one note down at a time. Also, we want to play each note smoothly and with equal duration. So when you realize you're playing this finger exercise with relative ease and accuracy, go ahead and play it a little faster, but make sure you're still playing it correctly. Also, don't forget to switch your number sequences around to hear how they sound played in reverse. Okay, now just as before, we want to take our time and first practice each note slowly and accurately. 5, 1, 4, 3, 1, 3, 5, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 3, 5. And then as this exercise becomes easier for you, you can go ahead and increase your playing speed, but be sure not to compromise your accuracy. Okay, moving along, let's take a look at our next fingering chart. This group of numbers is going to offer our fingers a chance to really stretch out and exercise our 1 and 3 fingers and our 2 and 4 fingers. And you'll see this type of practice will really come in handy when we eventually start playing notes in groups of 2. So let's get back in our C hand position again and keep our eyes focused on each number as we slowly play the corresponding note on our keyboard. 3, 5, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. Now when you're certain you can play this exercise with complete control and accuracy, go ahead and increase your playing speed. And of course, don't forget to redeem the 2-for-1 value you get with any finger pattern if you flip it around and then play it backwards. 5, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, 3. Now, you may be pleasantly surprised to hear that your finger patterns actually sound even better when played in reverse. So now let's move on to the second half of this video lesson, where we'll warm up with one more 15-note finger pattern before moving on to a very tricky left-hand exercise. You might remember from our fourth lesson that we tackled a 30-note finger pattern that had us doing all sorts of finger acrobatics at a much faster speed. Well, stay tuned for part 2 of this video lesson, and get ready for the return of the tongue twister.